Chris Leslie, Farm Manager for Agricultural Management Haddington Limited. We're based just outside Haddington in East Lothian. We farm on quite a large scale, mostly combinable crops. We're growing wheat, oilseed rape, spring oats, spring barley and winter oats. We are growing Zulu, Group 3 soft wheat. It was selected for its Septoria resistance up here in Scotland. That's our key disease, which does really hit the yields hard if it's not controlled. So this is probably the second year we've grown Zulu. The crop is after vining peas, so we're really hoping that it's going to do quite well. T0, we started off with an epoxiconazole Bravo mix, and then T1 we moved on to the trial site, had its Adexar, and we put Aviator around about this, proline based chemistry at T1, a little bit of iSpot in there as well for the Aviator, so it'll be interesting to see how that does. T2 we did Adexar on the trial site and the latest era roundabout, so we just wanted to see how the latest era would fare against the Adexar. T3 will be Proline Bravo Teb, which is just about to happen in the next week or so as soon as the weather fares up, and that should take us through to harvest. For the start of the season, I mean, the growth was so slow that actually, and so dry, you know, the scorch on the crop was absolutely unbelievable. Every time, you know, you're trying to minimise the amount of products in the tank and try and split it out as best you possibly can. So the stress on the crop has been a big issue. The wind for actually getting these hitting the timing dates and the crop growth stage has been enormously difficult on this scale. It's just been absolutely relentless this season, but we have managed, you know, through the team's patience and hard work to get it done. There's been a bit of mildew in the base and a bit of septoria in the lower leaves, but again we're sitting there with 4 to 5 clean leaves on the crop, so I mean, we're quite happy with disease control just now. We're really looking to try and make as big a return on investment as we possibly can. So in that, we're only looking to apply to the crop what's actually required. So it has to be proven in trials, both with Scottish Agronomy and NIAB TAG, that the products we use are actually of benefit to the crop to keep the yield up. We try and be as kind as we possibly can to the soil, so we're all low disturbance legs with Tilso, and as few passes as possible to establish the crop. So it's really about only doing what your intended crop needs to achieve the maximum yield. I joined the BASF group locally in East Lothian, and Colin, our chap, was asking, you know, if anyone in the group had a weighbridge, so I've put my hand up to that and said yeah, we did, and he asked if we'd be happy enough to take part in a trial. I said, well, that's absolutely fine, it's not a problem as long as it's not too onerous on ourselves and the team, causing too much stress. So I must admit today it's been absolutely fine.
BASF. We create chemistry.